It's Cake.
And Whimsy.
Happy Krampusnacht a couple of months ago.
Oh,
or
yeah.
a month ago. December 5th, the night of the Krampus.
Scary.
So, do you know Krampus?
I mean, I know Krampus, but really I only know Krampus because you told me about Krampus, so I cheated a little.
Do you know Krampus?
I bet they don't know Krampus.
I bet they do. He's pretty popular these days. He's grown in popularity, especially in this country, over the last, few years. But for 5 or 6 years now, we have been having Krampusnacht parties instead of our caroling parties we used to have.
What is a Krampusnacht party, Jess?
Well, I guess first we should explain who Krampus is.
Oh, right.
It's in celebration of this guy.
Woohoo! A Funko Pop.
Rawr. Yeah. So, Krampus is a Christmas demon.
Ooh.
Yes, that's a child in his sack. This is the version of him that I made. Because he's squishy.
He's delightful.
So, Santa has his whole shtick of giving good little boys and girls presents. Well, Krampus comes before that to punish all the bad kids. He has a burlap sack that he throws them in. He has a handful of sticks that he beats them with. And sometimes he'll drown them or eat them.
You never know. He's kind of a chaotic sort of fellow.
I think it depends on how bad the kid has been. And how cranky and when he ate last.
He's German.
So we decided after we didn't have kids in the house anymore, it might be fun to celebrate this.
And how would you celebrate something like this? By having a party, of course. A party that's so obscure that you have to tell everybody what it is. But only the first couple times.
The main focus of this party, it's mostly a normal holiday party, but the main focus for ours has grown into the gift swap. I'm sure most of you know what a Yankee swap is, or a white elephant, depending on what region you're from.
Mm-hmm.
This one has a slightly darker twist to it. Instead of exchanging random presents you think someone might like, or something weird, we exchange gifts that we think Krampus might punish someone with.
Like an adult with, maybe. If he was into punishing adults. If he decided to branch out a bit.
Branch? Like the birch branches he beats you with? So over the years, we've decided to make that even more entertaining for ourselves and our guests. We have included different choosing mechanisms. Most gift swaps, you pick a number out of a hat.
True, true. Not so with this one. We like to bring a little bit of the horrible into the choosing mechanism. So Jess and I swap every year to see who can come up with the more evil or interesting kind of pull mechanism. Everyone knows with a Yankee swap, you want the best number you can get. That's either number 1 or the last number. Certainly nothing in the low things if you're not number 1.
You do not want number 2.
No. So you gotta earn that kind of stuff. How do you do that?
Well, our first year, we had little pullback racers. And each one of those pullback racers had a notorious
despot
person from history. On top of it, we had Hitler, we had Stalin,
Pol
Pot was on there, and each person had to pick one of these horrible people and root for them as their car raced to the finish.
It led to a great cheering, rousing group full of people going, "Go Hitler! Go Stalin!"
Yay,
no,
Dahmer!
Pol Pot, cut it out! That might have just been happy for us, but it's our party.
Other notable years, we had a claw game machine where you had your numbers in a little plastic egg.
The claw.
We had a snow demon shooting gallery where we also used some of our people from the last one, our Hitlers and horribles. And you had to shoot at them with Nerf crossbows, and that's how you got your number. And this year...
This year was Jess's.
This year was Plinko. It's a little Plinko board set, and depending on which glass your Plinko chip went into, you either got, "You're a winner," or "Meh," or varying phrases like that, and then inside your envelope it would say what number you got. And right off the bat, we ran out of the stack that said effed.
I was effed in this one.
Many people were.
I thought it was easy. I had weeks I could have practiced at this thing, but no, not at all. So one of the other ways this Yankee swap differs is we use severe Yankee swap rules. And that means that you get to choose your gift, open it up, and then decide whether you would like to keep it or not. Because in keeping with the Krampusnacht horrible tradition, you get to be a horrible person and say, this gift you brought, it's no good. I'm going to trade it for somebody else's.
Next year, however, we're going to be adding a new caveat to that.
Yeah, next year we're thinking about having people have to walk across our pointy rock reflexology kind of mat every time they want to swap gifts with somebody. Just a little bit of torture.
It's far more painful than it should be.
True. So, what have been some of your favorite gifts of the past, Jess?
Oh, well, there are a number of them. I have to say one of my favorites I did not partake in was the century egg. For anyone who hasn't seen these before, they're eggs that have basically been left to rot and ferment, and you crack them open and they're black and translucent. It's a little horrific and jellied. I didn't try it. He did.
I did indeed. I am usually the guinea pig along with other people. That same year, though, we also had a super, super hot extract, like chili extract, that came up. And I think we almost murdered one of our guests. That was tough. But
it's pretty funny.
we all, many of us tried it. He did not appreciate it. So one of the other fun games we got was a electrical shock game.
I gave that one.
So this is a game where it goes around and around like hot potatoes, and the last person, when it stops, the last person to let go gets shocked. So that's a fun game as well.
That was a different one that I was thinking of. There was a different electric shock game I was thinking of where there are 4 joysticks and everyone holds onto them, and when the light goes off, the last person to let go gets a shock.
So many different experiments with electricity going on here.
Ooh, there are some that get really creative too. There was a giant bottle of sriracha that was relabeled as anal lube. That was exciting. As well as the Mrs. Lovett pie set, which came with the Donner Dinner Party board game. And a pie maker, a little mini appliance pie maker, which was an amazing gift, and I stole it. I made someone cry. It was just the best day ever.
Sometimes you get a decent present in there, but it has a horrible theme to it, which makes it all worthwhile. One of our friends took a full year to distill pure grain alcohol, 4 versions of it with the 4 hottest peppers in the world, and just let it sit for about 6 months at a time, getting fully infused. And then he gave those as a present, which practically required a waiver warning. It was well done.
The Rickrolled incident is possibly one of the best ones that we've ever had, though. Would you like to explain?
You know, I think I might get it slightly wrong on there, so how about you take this one?
So in the box, you open it up, and there was a Rick Astley cassette tape with Never Gonna Give You Up on it, which seems like it was just the perfect gift for that.
I mean, not only did you get Rickrolled, but you got Rickrolled in a format that you're never going to be able to listen to for the most part. So that was just brilliant. Really good.
We've had actual coal.
True. I think it was 20 pounds of coal that came out one time. How about your gag box this year?
If you're not completely sure about the gift you give, then get a good gag box. Mine was the Nooklet, and here's a picture. Right? They thought, the person who got it just had a baby not that long ago and thought it was a real Ida product at first. So that really lended to the awfulness.
They did a great job with that. That was pretty fantastic. And then this year we also had, one year in the past I've had dehydrated bugs that I received that I had to then eat. And this year we did clam decanes. And everyone tried some clam flavored candy canes, and that is very much what it sounds like. It was horrible. Which
provoked the response of his brother spitting it out after trying to, and then panicking and saying, "Oh no, it's worse when you spit it out. I've made a mistake." Yeah.
So that's kind of what our Krampusnacht party works around. It's also a great way for us, because we decorate early, to get our friends to see our house all decorated up. And
we always do it the first weekend, or the first Saturday in December, as close as we can get to the holiday. And people aren't super busy yet.
Yeah, everyone kind of gets into the spirit of it. We're in, like you said, our 5th year, going into our 6th year now. So it's become kind of an event, and I'm always interested to see what people bring, what they bring to it. You know what's really cool? Your Facebook event page for that. She has a Facebook event page, and as soon as one is over, she schedules the next one on there. And then people immediately start posting about what they're going to be bringing. And aha, I found the perfect Krampusnacht. This is January, December. People are still looking for next year's Krampusnacht present and starting to plan their evil deeds.
I would say it's fair to say that Alex, our friend Alex, is the king of the gift giving right now and bringing the pain. I'm coming for him this year. I already know what I'm getting, and I'm coming for you, Alex. You've been warned.
The game is afoot. The game is afoot. This year will be my choosing mechanism, and I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to do for it yet. I'm going to have to spend some time thinking of how I can top the "You're effed" Plinko, but I will.
And then we spend the evening watching bad horror Christmas movies like Santa's Sleigh, which I highly recommend to all of you if you haven't seen it. It's amazing. And playing Cards Against Humanity, Drawing Without Dignity this year.
Horrible games.
It's a good time.
For a horrible gathering. I think Krampus would be proud of us.
Yeah. So I highly recommend, if you have not celebrated Krampusnacht, please try it.
Yeah.
If you have suggestions of new ways to celebrate, let us know that too. Comments.
Absolutely.
There's lots of them.
So yeah.
Did you enjoy this video?
I did. I did a lot.
Oh, that's exciting. You should hit subscribe then.
I'm already subscribed. But you know what? You should hit subscribe, because we've got a lot more of this kind of thing coming. And you know what? You might decide you want to know how to throw the weirdest other Christmas party. If you don't subscribe, you won't know.
Right? And we want to hear about that too.
Absolutely. But for now, my tummy's rumbling.
Let's
frost the cake.